Do not forget to hit that like and subscribe button, guys, if you're new to the channel, and if you enjoyed this video. And you could dislike the video if you don't like it. I'm pretty sure you'll dislike the video if I'm talking about one of the guys you're subscribed to. This is going to be my last video talking about other channels, because I don't want to be giving these channels, more attention, at least with my channel, because I really don't make videos talking about other channels, because I'm too focused on my channel and, boxing. And my channel is a boxing channel. It's not a beef channel. But I have to say this. Most of Deontay Wilder channels, the guys that defend Deontay Wilder, there's like a bunch of people on YouTube who make videos, right, when it comes to talking boxing. And when it comes to channels, this is how I look at it. There are channels that are not biased. They're intelligent. And then there's very biased channels, right? When it comes to Deontay Wilder, there's a lot of boxing channels out there that are very pro Deontay Wilder channels. Like, they'll make videos just defending Deontay Wilder, and they'll trash Anthony Joshua. They'll trash Eddie Hearn. People have the nerve to come to me and say, "Oh, Rec, you're a Anthony Joshua nut hugger, but you got all these Deontay Wilder nut hugger channels out here that are nut hugging on Deontay Wilder, but you're going to come to my channel and say I'm the one who's a nut hugger, but you got these dudes defending Deontay Wilder when he rejects a $100 million 3-fight deal with DAZN." But a lot of these dudes are not really too intelligent. I mean, you got guys like Fanon making videos talking about, trying to justify Deontay Wilder's title defenses, trying to actually tell his subscriber fan base that the people he fought, that Deontay Wilder defended his belt against, were actually top 10 heavyweights, actually trying to justify that, actually trying to say that the dudes he fought were quality heavyweights. You got dudes out here like 78 Sports TV saying that last year, Deontay Wilder versus Anthony Joshua was a $100 million fight last year. So he's basically trying to justify the fact that Deontay Wilder might refuse or turn down this $100 million offer for the DAZN. He literally made a video saying, "Listen, last year would have been a good deal for Deontay Wilder, but if Deontay Wilder want to go to Showtime, I'm riding with him. I'm riding with him." Because with 78 Sports TV, he's a Deontay Wilder foot soldier times 10. This guy will never criticize, never. The leader of the LDBC, this man will never criticize Deontay Wilder. Okay, now, and then you got guys like Blue Boxing, yelling at his freaking in his freaking stream, yelling so emotional. Because one dude was like asking him, aren't you gonna complain about, aren't you gonna criticize Wilder for if he avoids DAZN? And this guy gets so emotional. "Nah, man, how come you ain't saying nothing when Joshua turned down 80 million? How come you ain't say nothing?" Nah, man, getting so angry. Like, this dude got some rage issues, man. This Blue Boxing dude just getting so pissed off because he's upset that a guy asked him a question. Will you criticize Deontay Wilder if he really rejects this offer? Getting so pissed off, fooled with rage. And one thing I noticed about a lot of these dudes who are Deontay Wilder pro channels is a lot of these dudes are very old men. Like, guys like 78 Sports TV, the man's like 50 years old. Fanon Boxing is supposedly 60 years old. And then you got guys like Blue Boxing, who looks like he's at least 59 years old. They're all older men, right? Like, all these dudes are old enough to be my father, right? Because I'm in my 20s, so a lot of these dudes are like 20, 30 years my senior. So again, maybe it's just age. Maybe because they're older in age, their brains aren't really functioning that well, so they can't really clearly understand when a guy is rejecting a fight, when a guy is being a punk and he's avoiding fights, when a guy is turning down $100 million and to go to another network because he don't want to fight. Like, I mean, you got guys like 78 Sports TV saying that basically 100 million is not enough for Deontay Wilder to face Anthony Joshua. And that's another thing that I noticed with a lot of these channels is now they're saying that the Deontay Wilder versus Anthony Joshua fight is more than $100 million fight. So they're saying like Wilder needs to get paid more. I saw 78 Sports TV saying that they're trying to offer him $40 million per fight for Anthony Joshua to face Anthony Joshua per fight, when really Wilder should be getting more in the rematch. So like the Zone needs to pay Deontay Wilder $40 million, and then the Zone needs to pay Deontay Wilder more money in the rematch, not $40 million, because that's lowballing. That means he's only getting a 60-40, a 40% out of a 60% per split. But it's like, what if he loses? Like I would think that would make sense if, let's say, Deontay Wilder were to, let's say, beat Anthony Joshua in the first fight. Then that would make more sense. But let's say he gets knocked the fuck out against Anthony Joshua in the first fight. He can't claim that he's not going to be the champion anymore. Joshua will be undisputed. He would be forced to face Anthony Joshua again because of the DAZN deal, because he signed a contract saying he'll fight him twice. But DAZN wouldn't have to, Deontay Wilder couldn't claim, hey, I beat Anthony Joshua because he got knocked out against Anthony Joshua, and now he's no longer a champion because he just lost his WBC belt against Deontay Wilder. But so it's like, and another thing with like 78 Sports TV is he's like a dude that, in my opinion, he don't. If Anthony Joshua and Deontay Wilder never fought, and let's say Deontay Wilder never became undisputed and just defended his WBC belt until he retired, 78 Sports TV is a guy that will never critique that. Like, he would never be like, oh, look, he could have had the Joshua fight. He could have taken the DAZN deal. Instead, he elected to take another deal and just kept moving on with his career and just defended his belt, retired. He will defend that because, he says in his videos, listen, no matter what happens with Wilder's career, I'm always going to ride with Wilder. He lets you know, and his fan base know right away that he's always going to ride with Wilder, no matter what. He's always going to ride with Wilder. I'm going to ride with Wilder. He could do what he needs to do. I don't care if he defends. He could just keep defending his belt. AJ could do what he needed to do. He could just keep defending his belt. So that lets me know that, 78 Sports TV, he's always going to be riding with Wilder no matter what, So there's really no point. I see a lot of people go to his channel and they see that he's always. I see sometimes they leave him comments, but get over it. He's never gonna change. He's a Wilder nut hugger. That's just the way it is. A lot of these channels are Wilder nut huggers, and it's a shame because when it comes to, for example, a Blue Sports TV, I don't agree with none of the things this man says about Deontay Wilder, because it's always the other man's fault. But some of his other videos are actually kind of cool, good. Like, I agree with some of his other videos, and that's the thing. Sometimes when I watch these guys' videos, sometimes I look at their videos. There are other videos where they're talking about other fighters, and they make sense. And I'm agreeing with them. I'm like, you know what, this guy actually makes sense. But when it comes to Wilder, I just never agree with them because they're always putting the blame. Like, Deontay Wilder could come out and literally say that he will never fight Anthony Joshua, and he's not willing to unify with him, and he absolutely refuses to fight him, and these dudes will still defend that. With a lot of these dudes, it's not about keeping it real. You got guys like Dante's Boxing Nation saying, his catchphrase when he was first coming up, his catchphrase was always the whole truth. That was his catchphrase. I remember they used to say the whole truth. Like, basically in his channel, he only talks about the truth, but then he makes a video saying that perhaps the reason Deontay Wilder is going to reject the $100 million offer from DAZN is because Anthony Joshua ain't ready for Deontay Wilder. Just putting the blame on Wilder. That's not the whole truth. This guy just made a fabricated lie to his subscriber base and said that Anthony Joshua might not be ready. How does he know this? Where's the exclusive interview where I see Anthony Joshua come out and say, listen, I'm not ready for Deontay Wilder? It's just amazing that how these channels could just defend Deontay Wilder regardless of what he does. Anyway, that's all I have to say, guys. Like I said, I'm not going to be making more videos because I don't want to be a channel that just talks about other channels. I know that's a popular thing where, you got some channels just talking shit about other channels. This is a boxing channel. I report boxing news. I talk about boxing. I'm not a channel that, you know, disrespects, you know, or like goes around bullying other channels. I know, like I said, that's a thing that people like. I've even had some people tell me before, yo, you should talk about this channel. You should talk. But it's like, I just try to focus on my channel. But I had to make this video just to let you guys know how I feel about these channels, these Deontay Wilder nut hugger channels. A lot of them are dumb. I'm sorry, they're not too bright in the head. And a lot of them are over the hill people. I mean, they're old. Just, I mean, look at them, man. Anyway, guys, that's all. Like I said, I'm not gonna be making more videos talking about Deontay Wilder channels. If you enjoyed the video, hit that like and subscribe button. If you hate the video, dislike the video, and let me know in the comment section why you hate the video. What did I say about your channel, about the dude I was talking about, that pissed you off? Let me know. I mean, because if you dislike the video, that means I said something you don't like. Anyway, guys, I'm out.